Alright guys, here's a quick how-to video on changing your transfer case fluid. What you need is obviously new fluid. I just have a Valvoline full synthetic. It says it's for also Dodges and Jeeps. And then I have 2 of these bottles. And then I have the cap off of a gear oil bottle. And it threads right onto that. So what I'm going to do is just thread that on so I can fill the fluid back up. And then you're going to need a 3/8 hex. I'm going to choose my impact here. If I can't get in there, then I'll use my socket set. Some brake clean. Before you start breaking everything loose, I like to clean the area. So when I put in the new fluid, for example, or taking the drain plug off, I'm not introducing any more contaminants into my system. So I like to just clean the outside first real quick. Also, I have a funnel and an oil pan. This one happens to be a big 23 quart. Kind of mainly use it for that big beast, but it's also nice when you have multiple vehicles that you need to do oil changes on, and it'll hold a decent amount. Alright, so let's get under the Jeep and see what's going on. Alright guys, so we are under my Jeep now. This is the back side of the transfer case and the transmission. So that is the front of the Jeep, front driver, front passenger, just so you have an orientation. So this is your fill plug right here. As you can see, there's crud all around it. And that's the drain plug also, all kinds of crud all around it. First thing I want to do is just clean that area off, so I don't want to introduce any contaminants into my system. So okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure you want to be able to crack this open, which is the fill plug. If not, you have no fluid and you're stuck. So, alright, fill plug is able to come out. I might leak out a little bit, which is normal, but you can see some, it's actually pretty decent shaped fluid. Doesn't seem all that bad. Well, there's a little bit of crud in there. So now, I'm going to clean off this plug and then just kind of put it back in there so it doesn't keep leaking out through there. Okay, so I cleaned the plug off with some brake clean, let it dry, and then I just put in a couple of turns so it'll stop leaking, but still allow some air to get in there. So when I start draining this guy, it will, you know, let some air through and let it drain as much as I can. Nope. All right, so we're gonna have to do this by hand. I'm going to pause this and break that open and get back to the video. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly unthread this, but keep pressure on it, pushing into it while I unthread it. And then I'm going to have to use my other hand to get my funnel under there and see if I can get it to shoot out onto my oil pan here. So here goes. Alright, so the funnel worked for the initial section, and then once the pressure dropped off from the flow, it was kind of hard to keep everything going, so I ended up just dropping the funnel, and there is a hole there that it's draining out through, but it's just going to be a little bit of a mess there, which is what I was trying to avoid, but it didn't quite work out for me. Also, a fun fact, make sure your drain pan, the plugs are unplugged before you start draining, otherwise you'll get something like this. So overall, know, it's not too bad of a shape. But I bought this vehicle used and I was not sure what kind of a shape things were in, so I figured I'll just start doing some fluid changes now that my rig's kind of ready for some serious off-roading. So now I'm just going to wait a while, let all this drain out as much as it can, and then we'll do the next part, which is to fill everything back up. Alright, so got everything drained. It came down to, you know, a slow drip. So I decided to put the plug back in and tighten it up. You don't need to over tighten the hell out of it. Just snug it up and then maybe a quarter turn after that. That's about all you need. This is the NPT thread, so it is designed to, you know, keep fluid sealed out. So I got everything wiped off, and then I'm going to slowly start adding the fluid to make sure, you know, just to double check there is no leaks. So here it goes. I got my fluid here. Just gotta hold that up like that, and I don't know if you can see it, but the tip of it, it does go in past the threads, which is nice. So at this point I'm just gonna hold this up here and just keep an eye on the drain plug there to make sure there is no leaks as this drains in. And then once you got your fluids put in, just tighten it back up. Again, once you get it snug, I just go about a quarter turn past that and call it good. Oh jeez!